I'll take you there with my power.
Alrighty, another day, another rupee. What's it look like this morning? Not as dreary as you normally expect Nintendo to look. Let's get dressed before we go outside. You're like, what's the special occasion? The elf boy has pants on when he left his house? Must be a holiday. Alright. Yep. Beautiful splendor. I'm gonna cook myself a meal. I don't know why it became so ominous, but that's what's gonna happen, son. Let us plan our diabolical breakfast. A diabolical breakfast would probably have meat and spices. Let's start with the biggest chunk of meat we can fit in this pot. And let's add spicy peppers. Razor shroom. It's going to cancel out any possible buff, but it doesn't matter. We're cooking for immersion. I don't know why it took me so long to think of that. And then the evilest ingredient of all, goat butter. From an evil goat. That one from the Vivitch. Oh, the good times music, son. We've appeased the goat lord. Gourmet spiced meat skewers. Tell me you wouldn't try them, boys. Damn, they look good. I want to survey my domain as I consume them. Hey, Magnum, I ain't forgot about you. I need to do a cool guy shield flip onto my roof. Huh? Oh no, I missed. Magnum, that doesn't count. You're the only one who's allowed to know. It's like I'm king and Magnum Saitama. He's the only one that can know that the Elf Boy hero isn't perfect. It's the only one I could lower my guard around. I'm so bad at cool guy shield flip jumping. I'm not even in a shrine solving a puzzle. Can you believe this is how the penultimate episode of TMVA Breath of the Wild started? Yes, it's the penultimate. Did you think episode 68 would be where the playthrough would end? Are you familiar with Tenfey? It's literally the absolute worst number we could end the playthrough on, son. I won't do it to y'all. Y'all deserve better. Just like that, boys. It was only when I realized the truth that I was truly able to do the cool guy shield flip. Can you climb that? I can't believe I bought this house without giving it a proper climb inspection first, son. Alright, beautiful. Meat skewer mornings. It's like, warning, you're already full. Doesn't matter, boys. Get me to the vomitorium. I'll be eating all day. I know that's not what the vomitorium actually was. It's just like a myth. But it's just a joke, Jesus. What a beautiful morning. Okay, here's something I've wanted to do. I plan to do at the end of the playthrough, and since we're in the penultimate episode, I'd consider this pretty much the end of the playthrough. We haven't reached the climax yet. We're already in the, like, declining action. You're like, man, this guy doesn't understand story structure. Son, wheels within wheels. Has he seen Mr. Plinkett's review of The Force Awakens? Okay. Oh, what I wanted to do was, there's this thing down there at the bottom middle that says Heroes Path Mode that I've activated by accident several times, probably when I was trying to take a selfie. But it records the last 200 hours of your movement through the map, and you can see where you've been. Now, I legitimately don't know if I've played this file for more than 200 hours. It's likely. Because every episode's like at least an hour. Some of them are multiple hours. And there's been 67. Plus, I do shit in between the recordings sometimes, like farming or trying to get shooting stars. So let's start it. And if it starts at the Shrine of Resurrection and goes from there, we'll just have to assume it actually has the whole thing. Okay. Take me to the beginning. How do you become the beginning? Pause. Can't. No, stop. You're ruining everything. Let's see. Let's change the speed Why is there no, like, just reset? Okay. Okay. I really am your granddad sending. This is you trying to teach your granddad how to use Google Maps. He can't get his glove box open anymore. It's stuck. So he can't get to his precious road maps. And he's trying to come visit. And you're like, Granddad, just you turn on your phone. He's like, I don't have a phone in my car. He doesn't even know what a cell phone is. Okay, I need to look up how you reset this. Or I guess I could just rewind it without showing y'all. Or something. I don't know. I didn't expect this to be this guy. I figured there'd be a thing at the bottom that says reset. It turns out it was actually fairly easy. I just had to hold left more and bitch and moan less. I didn't think it was possible. It looks like it starts at the Shrine of Resurrection Sun. So let's see what was our path through the game. All right, he's off to a good start, son. Scattling around, talking to the king. There was our first Korok seed. God bless. Running around there. Still don't have a shirt by this point. Probably shooting pigs in the woods. I went up there. Okay, by this point, I would have gotten the shirt. I died to like a guardian beam, I guess. I was running around. I went across that. Yeah, life is but a dream. Okay, there. I've got the 4 things. I went to the Temple of Time, and the king was like, I fucked up. Okay, there's where we went down and got Magnum and went to the stable for the first time. Ran around up here. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, I went on like a Metal Gear mission and died, apparently. Roy Campbell was yelling Link's name over and over into the codec. I got the tower. Hot damn, son, he's moving. A guardian probably got a hold of it. I was probably getting cocky. I didn't have ancient arrows or the Genos music in the frozen time to one-shot him. Boys, I'm shooting all over the damn place. Me and Magnum. Okay, I Metal Geared up there and died. Anytime I tried to Metal Gear Tower, I probably died. I died more than once? That's shameful. I'm sure it was my fault. Oh, I teleported. Okay, was that the first time I teleported? Oh, we went to the Lake of the Horse God and got the warp saddle. So this is when Magnum started getting summoned through the Hell Sphere. Okay, I warped back up here. I guess I was just zip-zopping around getting shrines. I would have gotten some climbing gear at this point. Okay. Warped back. So in some future Tenfey historian who's like a master editor will edit the actual game footage on this screen. I could never do it myself. Never. But I'd like to think it's some distant future. Because you know there'll be a whole branch of the Tenfey historians that are dedicated just to Breath of the Wild. It's like Resident Evil 2 or The Legend of Zelda. Well, the greater series outside Breath of the Wild. Final Fantasy is what I meant to say as a different series. It's like each of those is in-depth enough, has enough substance on the Tenfey channel in the Tenfey canon to have its like own branch. Okay, we're just warping around. I can't remember all the details. I mean, this is what, 3-year-long playthrough. We're not even going to count any way the wind blows. Okay, look at me shooting all over the damn place. It's like I hang out one area for way too long and then I just zip off to new adventure. Oh, this must be the start of the Blue Tunic saga. Is it? Oh, I didn't go into Zora's domain. No, this is when we were headed up. We wanted to go ahead and get that laboratory. Probably so I could start getting ancient arrows. Okay. So what are you doing? Past me. What are you buying and what are you selling? Great Fairy Fountain. I guess I probably just went there to get upgrades. Okay. There's no way to tell what the hell he's doing. AD riddled with ADD. He's got elf boy attention deficit syndrome. All right. I went up to get that tower. That's always fun. We went around the back end. I must have followed Lionel. We went to Skull Lake that early, or whenever the hell this is. All right, back up to the lab again. That's when we had to run with that blue fire torch. Son, I remember that. Haven't done anything with Tarrytown yet. That's because I had to buy that house first. And then the whole point of Tarrytown is to get that crowd off my property. Oh, we went and did the labyrinth. Got some, I think the Berserker headpieces in that one. Ran around down here. This is like me showing you my vacation slides, but even worse somehow. Okay. Here, this is the Blue Tunic Saga, because we're going up the trail, talking to Prince Sidon. Look how perfectly I followed the trail. Alright, we went up there. Kicked that lion all square in its horse lion ass. Apparently, I'm probably upgrading the fishwife armor here. And then I went down and fought some lizard boys, probably trying to get fish or something to upgrade the armor some more, I'm imagining. Alright, are we going to go to that robot elephant? We did. That's me and Prince Sidon fucking Cobra triangling our ass around that fucking robot elephant. The good times. Rudo Lake. We worked back. Oh, I was probably just blatting. No, I went in there to get the diamond tiara. Probably. And was also blatting Guardians. You could do both. Okay, he's having a good time. We worked up there where that robot elephant is. Taking care of some shrines over here. What the hell? We were having the greatest actions down there in the bay. So shooting across there and zip-zopping around that island. Alright, he's back down here. I guess he's got to get this shit done. I think that's where the three brothers are. It's just called Three Brothers. Okay, he's back down here. Oh, we're getting durians and bananas probably down there in the jungles. Is this when we conquered the jungles? Yeah, we went up there, fought a lion, did some waterfall and TLC. This is where they were like, we can't watch any more of this playthrough now. We warned you. We warned you about pursuing waterfalls. What's wrong with the rivers and lakes you used to? I just looked and saw how little of the time we've covered talking so far. This is going to take forever. If you skip this part of the video, I don't blame you. I really don't, but yeah, I guess it's the fastest it can go. I mean, I could hold the button to make it go woo. Does it even faster when I'm holding the button and making that noise? Probably not. Let's see. No, it seems to be about the same speed. Feel free to watch this part at 2x speed. Okay, we're down there doing shit on the islands. Having fun. Oh, this is when I finally climbed up and did the Dueling Peaks. Went down there, found that secret cave. Probably fought a bear in the woods. He was taking a lot of zigging and zagging in the woods. That usually means you got a bear hung on you. Or you're hung on a bear. Alright, we started running around. All kinds of new areas we ain't never touched. Boys, elf boy feet never stood. Wash his buff. Oh god, we're going to watch me run back and forth like 20 times during the Purple Tunic Saga when I was trying to get that shrine to appear at the base of that big mushroom Cass was standing at the top of. And yes, it involved me stripping down to my drawers in front of Cass' son. He probably wrote a song about it. I don't blame him. If he stripped down to his bird drawers in front of me and I was some kind of guy that could play an accordion, I'd probably write a little ditty about it. There once was a bird from Rito Village. I was about to say another part of that limerick that ended in village, and I won't do it. Yeah, there I am hanging out with Cass, having the best time. I ain't even touched Bird Town. I didn't go to Bird Town until like the White Tunic Saga, didn't I? I like put it off. I need a drink of water. Here I am running my mouth. Oh, we finally started settling Terrytown. I guess that means I've bought that house that I'm currently standing on top of. I like to think Link is just still eating those meat skewers as I do all this. Okay, this is when we first went into the Frosty Zone just to go up to the labyrinth. I was probably trying to take a picture of a skeleton horse at one point. That's where the Berserker pants are. I get that confused with the desert one, but I'm pretty sure the one up in the top right in the northeast is the one with the helmet. Am I over there? Oh, I remember I was over there trying to find Skeleton Horse, and then I was like, oh god, is it going to be a blood moon? And then I went back to Cass. Oh god, I can't believe this shame has been encoded in the hero's path. That's me mashing speed up. Alright, right now I'm holding right on the thing. I still can't tell if it's faster or not. Whew, Lord, and might I add, have mercy. I would break this up throughout the playthrough. Maybe I should have made it my own. It's like own separate video. I just don't know at this point. Okay, what are we doing up there? Are we finally... Oh, that's when we were getting that tower where the mud is. Okay, if we zoom out, it goes... Oh, okay, it goes faster if you zoom out. That's interesting. Okay, well then this isn't that bad. Yeah, we'll watch the rest of it this way. I'm sorry I put y'all through so much wonderful nostalgia. I'm sorry I made y'all relive such good memories. Excuse the fuck out of me. Didn't know y'all were in such fucking hurry. Son. You act like this playthrough ain't never gonna end. I like how when he warps it, like, it's so much, there's such a pause. Okay, we're in the Pink Tunic Saga at this point because we're in the desert with riding a sand seal with no name. Yeah, he's just a blooping. Is the Desert Saga really only in the first, like, quarter of this playthrough? That's crazy. I mean, look how much of this fucking bar is left. Zzz, he's just flying all over the place. Oh no, the bar only went up to here. Okay, well, that makes more sense. All right, let's see. We're here in the desert. Maybe that's a little too fast. Take me back to where my boy is. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is when we're up in the Heber Mountains. I apparently died. I'm zipping all over the desert, having the best fucking time. Went in there. That's when I was doing the giant statues of like Garuda heroes. Got to get them balls in the cups. The Garuda ball cups statues, I believe, is what they call it in their culture. Okay. Oh, I see. The dark green is how much there is, and the whole bar would be filled it up. That means we've only played... Maybe it captures more than 200 hours. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Is it possible? Could Tenfey go on a rambling soliloquy so convoluted and meta that even he doesn't know what's happening? It's like when Gygus, the almighty idiot, after you deactivate the devil machine or whatever in the past, when Porky or Pokey or whatever you want to call him is in his crab robot, and he's like, Gygus is so powerful he destroyed his own mind. Man, that's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, we're just a zipping and a zooping and a zopping all over this fucking map. Why am I warping back and forth so many times right here? Nobody will ever know. And nobody knows it but me. Okay. Why am I dying? Oh, that's doing the one-hit obliterator. I forgot about the one-hit obliterator. Are we supposed to get that? We need to go back to the Shrine of Resurrection. That's the next thing we're going to do. Oh, that's me up there. That's the Ballad of John Henry Lionel, I believe, when we were up there in the mountains trying to find minerals. We hung out in Rito Town for a while. We're just seeing blips of him as he teleports around the world. It's like Jumper. Elf Boy Jumper. Good times, good times. And this is now the present. Wasn't that fun? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we need to go back to the Shrine of Resurrection, which means we need to warp. Warp away the worries, as they say. Look at that, boys. It's raining at the Shrine of Resurrection. Miyamoto himself weeps at the thought of us finishing the game. Can I have this? Is this your one-hit obliterator, little Korok friend? He's got the best facial expression of all. That's because he's the Korok that just stared at Link during his 100-year healing coma. Because no one else can see him, those ninja boys that carried Link's comatose body here didn't realize he was there, and he got sealed in there with Link. Give me this. What? I thought... Okay, I guess we don't get to have that. I thought when you finished the DLC, the Ballad of the Hero or whatever, you got a motorcycle and a one-hit obliterator, but that's just me. I guess I'm the idiot. That's the twist at the very end of TMVA Breath of the Wild. Alright, since this is the penultimate episode, we're going to use it to gather our final resources for our final attack on Ganon. So when we reclaim Hyrule Castle. But we can also be nostalgic too. Because, you know, we got to see what everyone's up to before we end the game. We'll take our motorcycle. I just want to ride my motorcycle. Now, I need to know if there's attack-up beetles here. Because they're a resource. Beetles. We need to become sneaky, sneaky ninja boys. Oh, such sneaking. Sneaky boys. The katana will cut through the barriers of detection. Oh. Oh. I thought that there were beetles here. Excuse me, I'm a sneaky ninja boy. I must have already scared them off preemptively, and there hasn't been a blood moon. Alright, fine, whatever. I got all fucking day, boys. Oh, I ain't got to go get my motorcycle. I could just make it be right here. Not much to see in the Great Plateau because there's no NPCs here. Since the old man who was, spoilers, was the ghost of the King of Hyrule is gone now. I got choked up thinking about him, son. We can remember that time we got our Hylian pants out of a treasure chest down here. We could kill some goblins, I guess. Press 1 to vote for killing goblins. She wouldn't even get a chance to say that before the Goblin Slayer had started mashing 1 on his phone. The priestess would be like, Goblin Slayer-san, maybe we should see what the other options are before voting. And he doesn't even look at her. He just says, Soka. And she could tell from his inflection, she's like, never mind. Lasers! My hearts are filled up. My sword, Shia shoots with a power. Multabana. Master Sword Abana. Alouetta, elf boy, Alouetta. Alouetta, shooting master sword beams. En français. How do you say shooting master sword beams? En français. Labimos de Master Sword. I'm pretty sure the French word for sword is probably not sword. It's probably la sword. What do they call a master sword in France? Man, they use the metric system. They don't know what the hell a master sword is. They have la sword royale. Okay, this is awfully rambly. Even for a penultimate episode of your playthrough. Okay. Okay. This fucking thing is hung by the chimney with care and hopes this boy Nicholas will be there. I really went into this episode. The only plan I had was look at the hero's path and collect like attack up and health up foods is mainly what we're going to be collecting. I mean, I guess we could get some of the DLC shit we missed. That could be like a quest, right? Like, man, times are tough for the elf boy hero. Alright, where do you appear on the map? Yeah, this is an excuse to drive around and be nostalgic. We'll just go gather some of these items. Silver goblins! You were so interested in my motorcycle that you didn't feel the hate emanating out of my fucking elf boy body, and now you're going to pay for it with your life. I'm going to kill him. Star Platinum Zawarado style, son. Time has resumed. Have I mentioned recently that I'm the hero? It's not bullying the weak when you're the hero, son. Okay, just head in this direction and never look back. Travel in a straight line only. I refused. I'm still holding the A button to accelerate. Oh, Christmas Day. We're going to kill him. Open dragon style. I thought we had missed. Hey, idiot, I didn't forget about you. Oh, no. A secret ninja. How will we ever win? We might as well just give up. Son, just lay down and die. Pretend you're a stray dog. Lay down and die. We're going to take this one out completely Dragoon style. Where's he at? Hey, buddy. Have you met my... I didn't even mean to take that picture, but we're saving it. Which one's better? We'll keep the old picture as the compendium. Also a selfie. Someday, I will remember how to not be in my camera, but today's not that day. Dragon style! I missed. Don't tell the Dragoon ladies. You know, my major was Elf Boy Hero. I only minored in Dragoonology, so you can only expect me to be so good. Now, I know how to freeze a ninja in place and stab him in the dick in the frozen time. So that's how I got through Dragoon School. That was my extracurricular. You know what I just remembered? I have a ghost of like a dead bird husbando that can lift me up. He's basically my bird Jesus. This motherfucker has no fucking idea. He didn't see me rise up. Alright, we gotta aim it just right. Plunging attack! To the victor go the spoils. Bananas. He didn't drop one blind fucking cent. Now, this is the action you come to TMVA Breath of the Wild for. Well, I'm in my more primitive berserker gear, so instead of the master cycle, I summon my horse. He's like, oh, I'm the more primitive. Huh? That's how it is. I'm like, no, Magnum, you're not primitive, you're rustic. Got a lot of character. That's the kind of horse that could tell you a story. You'd think there would be more moblins down here menacing me. Menacing moblins, they call themselves. That's their name of their little group. Their organization. A rock attacked me. I'm getting classic Legend of Zelda vibes. Link to the Past too. I've always hated how the rocks when you're climbing up Death Mountain are so unpredictable in Link to the Past. If you were trying to do like a no damage playthrough, that's probably the most difficult part. At least till you get the cape. Sorry, my throat's a bit scraggly. If you watched my Resident Evil 2 DIY survival mod, Leon A, using the hunk skin playthrough, you know, that was the start of the scraggly voice era I currently live in. But we'll get through it, son. Okay, we've almost gotten... How am I not going to kill a bunch of asshole goblins? The Goblin Slayer wouldn't even look me in the eye. I could tell even through that helmet. Thanks, Deutsch Bird Boy. Rivali's Gale is good. Okay. Is it just... There is one silver. One silver rank Bokoblin. Well, since our Bird Boy recently announced he's recharged, we can do this shit proper. Here's how you do it proper. You go whoosh, doosh, doosh, doosh. Just like that. Come at me, bro! If only I was close enough to actually hit him. That would have been impressive. Alright, we're going to throw this fucking thing with... From Hell's Heart, I stab at thee! Finishing him off with Master Sword. Pop, pop. I accidentally cut a sword down. Treasure chest coon's like, hot damn! What a great day to be a apparently sentient treasure chest. Do the goblins like make the treasure chest all look like little skulls? This bow's damaged. We should put it out to pasture by shooting meat with it. There we go. There, but for the grace of God. Every time it's got to announce a seared steak like it's some big discovery. What do you have for me, treasure chest gang? What are you selling? I'll take it at a high price, aka free. Oh look, Satoru, Mount Satoru. Satoru Iwata's ghost. He's over there adding new regions to the Pokemon games with his programming skills, son. For a second, I thought there was another Moblin over here, but then I realized it was Magnum. Don't tell him I made that mistake. You're like, oh no, totally. And you're like Wallace Wells with your phone out in your hand. I'm like, who are you texting? And then immediately the phone rings. And it's Magnum. And he's like, confusing me for a goblin. Scandalous. Who told you? Tenfey viewer coon. I'm not even on his main monitor. This series of references requires you to have seen the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World movie. Please pause the video and watch enough of that movie that you get the reference. Okay, what is it? It wants me to do? Go over here to this guard stable. Or horse stable. Horse guard stable. It's raining and pouring. So let's go back to this. We haven't done hooded Orange Tunic Saga in a while, son. Everyone's favorite variant. That's a chase figure when you buy your Elf Boy Hero. Son, if you were to buy Elf Boy Hero blind bags of the different versions of the Elf Boy Hero for this playthrough, who do you hope you pull? Which Elf Boy Hero do you want to pull the most? Hey, Beetle. I'm a dripping wet, but do you have arrows I can buy? I want these butterflies. I want these frogs. And just because I like you, I want your electric darners. Damn it. Goodbye. Okay, does anyone here know? Do you know? Oh, you're the nonstop infinite rupees lady, aren't you, son? We're beating everybody from the playthrough. All right, bring up my quest log. Apparently has a copy of Super Rumor Mill EX. Okay, so I'm looking for a book. Well, look at this. Okay, rumors. Tragically, the Royal Guards. You're talking about the Royal Guard armor. I already did that as part of Nonstop Infinite Rupees. Why are we doing this? It's the worst way to spend. Oh, I need to go. Okay, well, we could do that when we're in the area. How many of these are we going to try to do? There's a lot of these. This episode be long as the whole rest of the playthrough if I try to do all that shit. God, what an awful day to be adventuring. Let's go to bed. Yeah. Regular. Once again, what you call the soft bed. I didn't mean to sleep till night, but if it's not raining, then it's fine. I'll listen to hear if the old man's snoring or not to know whether or not it's raining and pouring. Bumping his head on the foot of the bed. Optional. Don't worry, miss. I can light that for you. I'm the Elf Boy Hero. Pop. Oh, wait. You're a chubby guy. Never mind. Never mind. Magnum, you need to hang out with these horse ladies. They'll probably think you're real cool. Real exotic. That's how they'll describe my horse. All right. Now that we slept all night, let's stare at a cooking fire until morning. Don't question the ways of the Elf Boy Hero, son. It's the only way we'll beat Ganon. I'll cook me a sensible breakfast, which starts with a somewhat smaller piece of meat. I tried to eat it raw. Just a bunch of mushrooms. And a steak. Breakfast of Elf Boy champions, boys. Meat mushroom skewer. It looks good. And it tastes even better. The good times. Alright, if we wanted to do... Okay, this looks like one that's just laying over there and then we could just grab. So, less of a situation. Doesn't look very pleasant today, but I mean, it's not raining. It's just dreary. Dreariness is next to rainliness, as they say. So be a good needle point. Don't drive overboard. One nice thing about the Master Cycle is you could just abandon it like a Yoshi and nobody feels bad because it's not your horse. Crossing this bridge. Whew, this doesn't look very safe to take a vehicle across, but I'm sure it's fine. Okay, good. Are we still headed in the right direction? We are. You don't even count as real enemies. The goat was the true enemy, son. Once again, just like Beastars. Okay, we need to cross this presumably shallow little river here. Oh no! I'm going to be in a YouTube fail compilation. Like, there's people whose cars float away in flash floods. Presumably due to their own hubris. And not that they got caught in a dangerous situation. Okay. Right over this ridge. I didn't even want to hit you with my motorcycle. You threw yourself in front of it. I destroy rocks with my wheels. Okay, okay. Oh, we've been in this area before. They hide all kinds of stuff in this flooded village. Whoop, whoop. So we need to go to this house that's straight ahead. Daya Village. Alright. A book. Was this book always here? No, the DLC added it. Even Link is acknowledging it in the game. The ludonarrative dissonance. I hid 6 priceless relics. Hammer Merchant's Hood is in the right hand of the dragon that consumes the spring of courage. Oh, maybe we have already read this. Okay, okay. Shut up, book. It's my impression of Nier. I've never actually played Nier, but it has like a robust book that talks to you, does it not? Alright, the hand of the dragon that eats the Lake of Courage. The Lake of Courage is right here. You're the dragon? Is that your hand? I think that's your mouth. I always confuse dragon hands and mouths. They're very similar. Just put a dot on my map. Where's Todd Howard's ghost when I need him? Boys, what a mess. It just takes me back to this book. At least we know we can just look at this. My throat's still straggly. The right hand of the dragon that consumes the spring of courage at Dracozu Lake. That's the secret. That's Daya Lake, of course. Okay, Drakaz the lake. Oh, maybe it's the... Oh, here, these are the hands. Those are the hands. Okay, should we warp? No. Y'all need to get the maximum entertaining value out of this fucking Tenfey video. How is your fuel, by the way? Let's throw some wood in that Master Cycle. I hear Beavis and Butthead at the back of the class giggling, but I don't care. I'm not going to let them ruin my good times. And my good times involve refueling my Master Cycle with thick, turgid wood. Okay, we've got to scale like a mountain bluff if we want to approach from this angle. Luckily, I'm real good at scrambling. Did you know that there were lizard boys here? And for some reason, they want to interact with me? It's odd. It's odd that they developed a natural instinct to be obliterated by elf boy heroes. Like a moth into a flame. When a lizard boy sees an elf boy hero out of the corner of his eye, he just goes crazy. Like saying the word bat in front of Fred Flintstone. I'm trying to remember how to equip items. You'll have to forgive me. I scale mountains for fun. I scale mountains like you for breakfast. You scale mountains for breakfast? No, shut up. Do we have enough stamina to jump boisterously to the top? Ooh. We could do our final From Hell's Heart jump that you get right at the very end. From Hell's Heart! That wasn't very robust. I went from the exuberance of climbing a mountain and overcoming an obstacle to immediate Kill Bill hate sirens. The moment that piece of shit Wizrove entered my field of view, he has to pay for the crime of being noticed by me. Hey, shitlord. Bye, shitlord. Drop the fire rod, did you? Okay, okay. So the right hand, we're headed towards this. Spring of Courage should have a green pin in it. I opened up the menu. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have ought to done it, but I did. Y'all's kayfabe and immersion. I was trying to combine immersion and illusion in my mind. Okay. Killing goblins along the way is just a bonus. That's not even the real treasure. Okay. When I'm killing goblins along the way, I don't feel like changing my clothes, so let's just eat. I don't have any attack up food. I keep forgetting. We'll just have to go berserker. Our truck-like love cannot be satiated. Bows could prove quite useful. Yeah. Here comes that elf boy, bringing them goblins elf joy. Disclaimer, the elf joy refers to blowing them up with explosive arrows. Don't judge elf boys, it's their culture. Alright, that just loosened them up, son. He's having fun. He's having fun. Some bokoblins like being bullied to death. Well, there's two of you silver bokoblins. That's a good thing I had twice the hate in my heart needed to kill one. Good times. Are they all dead? I'd like to think so. In my mind's eye or whatever. Huh? I thought that would work. Ah, the sour grapes treasure that they have in there. Imagine if I were the kind of person who cared enough to want it. That would be super cringe. Okay, are we headed towards that thing's fucking hand still? It's the most focused I've been on a quest this whole playthrough. And it's just to get a piece of gear that I'm not going to use, probably. The Merchant's Hood. I'm trying to think of what this is going to be a reference to in a previous Zelda game. Alright, you look like the kind of dragon that eats the Shrine of Courage. Oh, you've got a Korok seed puzzle around you, do you? Oh yeah, we've got to use up the rest of our Korok seeds. We'll have to go pay Hets to a visit during this episode. It's going to be part of our Penultimate prep. Is that the box I'm looking for? It's just a treasure chest. Oh, that's probably the actual treasure we came here for. I guess we should take that as well while we're getting a Korok seed. Oh, Ravio. He's the pink rabbit version of Link from Link Between Worlds, who's a reference to the fact that in Link to the Past, when you go to the Dark World without the Moon Pearl or get hit with one of them swirly anti-fairy things, Link becomes a pink rabbit. It's true. Back before Link was a wolf boy, he was a bunny boy. Believe it or not. This would have been perfect during the Purple Tunic Saga, too. What a waste. Oh, it comes with a neat scarf. If we were to theoretically... There we go. Purple Cyborg Bunny Saga. That's a fun joke. That's a neat trick. They could be cyborgs for a little bit. I do want to look around and see if that metal box is nearby. Oh, what does the hood do, by the way? Does it have a special property? It increases your sideways climbing speed. That's very specific. But if you were wearing that, you couldn't wear your fully upgraded climbing gear, so it'd be a waste. So we finished one of these box puzzles, because I see it. Oh, wait, no, that's not a finished puzzle. That's the box we need. The box that rocks your socks. This is a lot of effort for not a lot of reward, I'm now realizing as I start doing it. But since this is the penultimate episode, I guess I won't give up partway through. Okay, hang out, wait up there for me. I've got to climb back up there. I've got to scramble and amble and pamble. You can't climb a ceiling, idiot. Idiot. Ho, 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 ho. Does anyone see my metal? Oh no. Okay, thank God it landed in a crevice. Cracks and crevices saved the day yet again, son. That's why I'm... No, stop! What happened? I fell down a slight incline and gave up on everything. I am earning this shit, boys. The sweetest Korok seed that's ever been gained was that day that the Elf Boy Hero earned that shit. Please don't fall down. Reverse Johnny Cage. This is the part where you remain standing on top of where you are. I appreciate that. Guten Tag. Okay, Avita Zane and such. I slung that box with hate. Hate for myself. Because I'm the only one it punished. We're still getting there, boys. We ain't done. We ain't done. We got class. We got style. We can magnesis a metal box a mile. Rah, rah, rocks. Kick them in the metal box. Rah, rah, rass. Kick them in the metal ass. That song doubles up if we're our home team is going up against Bender from Futurama. Okay. And look at it. The best Korok seed of all time because we earned it. Because we earned it. Has anyone got some WD-40 or some Crisco? Oh my God. This is the most difficult part of the whole damn struggle. The struggle is real, boys. The struggle is real. You're not supposed to go on top, are you? That wouldn't even make sense. Oh, of course it does. Because it makes perfect sense. He's just shocked it took me that long. He was watching that whole time from the spirit realm. Just completely perplexed. Alright, what's our next pointless wasting objective? Is there any more of this shit we care about? Okay, Garb of the Winds. It's got to have something to do with the Wind Waker, right? And also a strange mask. I'm a fan of strange masks. Is this not going to put a dot so that we can easily follow it, boys? I'm telling you, you give Todd Howard one day when they were making this game to have free reign over the game code, son. We wouldn't be having these problems. Apparently, the Woodland Stable has a copy which details some rumors. The Woodland Stable is up there by the Lost Woods. Okay, there's the little dot. Let us warp the worries away, etc. What a shocker, it's raining, etc. That's why we've got a sage hood. Walking on my elf boy feet like a peasant. I didn't conquer the divine beast just to walk around with my legs. Crowd love to hide books from me at stables. Here's some more horse butts for you to look at, Magnum. How often do you come across 3 horse ladies that all have spotted butts? Magnum's like, have you been reading my blog? Okay, okay. Hey, everybody. Hey, you, the most important character, I guess. Beetle, everywhere you go, I want you to have arrows to sell me. You do. Thank you, Beetle. I guess he just, like, collects them from battlefields. He probably finds all the, like, ones where I've missed shots, and that's where he does it. Okay, sick stuff. The Korok mask. That'll be interesting. In a tree hollow in a forest that makes people lose their way. So it's in the Lost Woods. Somewhere in the entrance to the Lost Woods, I'm going to presume. Alright, let's see if we can make it stop raining. I'll use the soft bed. Maybe if I get drunk enough in my sleep, I can pretend that I'm in the Rito down bed. I can pretend the body length pillow I'm hugging is a Rito lady. Nope, it never stops. Can't stop, won't stop. I'm wondering if it'll let... Okay, I was going to say, will it let me summon that thing in here? To the Lost Woods. I've missed the Lost Woods by 100 miles. I'm lost before I even got to the Lost Woods. I'm double lost. It's ironically the way you get through the Lost Woods is to be so lost that it has no power over you. It's like the opposite of when the Black Belt was trying to get through the labyrinth that is the Temple of Fiends in the 8-bit theater. Oh, Zeus hates Master Swords. I always forget. You'd think it was made out of some, like, divine metal that, like, doesn't conduct or attract electricity, but I don't know. Maybe it is, and Zeus just hates it on principle. He considers it blasphemous. More like asphemous. Did we sleep till night again? I keep accidentally doing that. I keep picking, like, what time it is instead of what time I wish it to be. Alright, I don't think it can rain in the Lost Woods is one of the advantages of being in here. Like the mystic powers and such. Am I completely wrong? No, I was right. No, it is still raining. Well, how am I supposed to have a lit torch? Miyamoto? My God, these people. Alright, one of these trees in here is going to have my Korok seed mask that I earned. Okay, it did stop raining over here. Although we don't actually have a torch. Now that I think about it. Although we could follow the wistful beings. We could follow the Fox Boys. Run, Fox Boy. Run. Okay. Keep flashing your magnesis until one of these trees has a treasure chest in its mouth. Which one of y'all tried to eat the DLC? Oh no, we've been returned by spooky ghost children. All the way back here, huh? That's how it's going to be. You know, I could have come from the opposite direction now that I think about it if I had just warped into the Lost Woods. Since I've already dealt with this nonsense. But, what can you do? Okay. Alright. This is a lot like trying to get through the Gerudo Desert in Ocarina of Time. Speedrunners just do a Hess, and even though Link is sliding backwards wide fucking open, they know just how to turn the camera. You're not a magnesable chest. That's cheating. Oh, Forest Relic Spear, of course. We'll leave you there. You're too precious treasure for me to take. This place is overrun with deer. You know Louis Senpai. Actually, I caught a glimpse of the ass end of Louis Senpai as he ran away from the paparazzi earlier. Okay. Okay. I think this is where they expect you to have a torch in your hand. Even though I wasn't given one. I wasn't provided a torch. Excuse me, on the pamphlet you handed out before this excursion, you said torches would be provided. They were. You just had to see them. I guess we don't need that fire rod that we took from that wizard that we hated to death. Torch! Only problem is I don't think we can... Yeah, if we activate Magnesis, we lose our torch power. We could just light the woods on fire along the way. That's a responsible trick, right? Just watch which direction the forest burns down in, and that's the path we should take. If anyone happens to have stolen a bunch of tangerine-sized rubies and is hiding out here, we'll also find them as well. Okay, just keep looking for spooky trees with faces. You're kind of a spooky face tree. You remind me of Mr. Boogie, or Oogie Boogie, from Nightmare Before Christmas. Not to be confused with Jim Varney's character that operates carnival rides. He's more of a boogie kind of guy. Okay, in this direction, I sensed malice and hate. That'd be the perfect place to hide a DLC. Korok mask, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The spooky woods calls out to all. One thing, if we could drop the torch straight down, it would stay lit. Son, y'all would be telling that torch that he's lit on his Instagram, son. Wrap a Supreme t-shirt around this fucking torch, son. Although we don't want to be, we got to be too careful because if his drip gets too good, it might put the damn thing out. And don't wear a hat around him, son, because he's no cap. A repeat joke from my Final Fantasy III playthrough that I sure assume all of you have enjoyed at this point. Even though I don't think anyone has watched the secret video from the final episode, but that's okay. My hurt feelings will recover at some point. I can't believe I got whisked away into the nothing yet again. Alright, that's that forest dweller spear. Alright, just follow it. All you got to do is follow the damn torch. Link J. If I could just stop running my mouth for 30 consecutive seconds, we'd already be done with this. We'd already be at Calamity Ganon. The Master Sword would already be planted in the center of his asshole. Like he's that dragon from Arifueta. Arifueta? It's a hard word to say. Son, I used to think that was the supreme power fantasy edgy boy anime boys, but I didn't expect the Eminence in Shadow to appear. Or, as you kids probably know it as, Anime of the Year. Kage no Eminence-kun, I believe is the Japanese name of it, of course. Brian Lee knows. Okay, what way are we going? I want to do a magnesis scan so bad. So I could see who's hiding in their mouth. These trees are like your dog. You go into the spooky woods and you see what looks to be a metal chest inside of a spooky face tree's mouth. And you're like, what have you got in your mouth? Don't slink off to the corner of the woods. I don't have time to interact with deer. I've got shit to do. It's my impression of Lugosi when he had to go fight somebody. I'm not going to say who. It's huge spoilers. I've gone through the whole thing and I still ain't seen the chest. Because that's just going to take me to the Lost Woods. Okay, it's got to be in the path. The direct path that we followed. Because you couldn't go outside of it. Yeah, that's empty. If we stray too far, like over there, then the ghosts of Miyamoto and the giggling children are all going to whisk me back to the beginning. Damn it. I was trying to figure out... Oh, you know how I know how I could have dropped this. Okay, hold on. I know what we can do. Drop that on the ground. Equip your fire sword. Light it back on fire. And then pick it up. Look at that, boys. I've learned adaptive AI. Okay. All these trees seem to be... No, I didn't stray off the path. Fuck you. Alright, give me a second. Bring up my map. That's that. I'm getting a strange premonition in my mind's eye or whatever that it's like around here. So let's see if that's true. I doubt we can just head straight in that direction, but let's see. Let's see how far we can run before Miyamoto's ghost children start giggling and tittering. Is it you? Nope, just a worthless fucking rare gem. Torches and other things. Look at this odd graphical effect. Are you seeing this? Oh no, it became a tree. When I look through the camera, it's like that story in about the guy that goes out to like the circle of rocks. And if he doesn't look through his camera lens, like one of them disappears and it causes H.P. Lovecraft monsters to appear. This is the tree. It's got to be. No, the spooky ghost! I was right there! Why? Why spooky ghosts? Why must spooky ghosts hate while they giggle? Alright, we're going to head straight back in that direction. I won't be overcome by spirits. Can I ride my motorcycle in the spooky woods? Hell yeah! No woods could be spooky when you're on a motorcycle, boys. I'm telling you. If the kids from the Blair Witch Project had had cool motorcycles, they wouldn't have ended up in that situation. Oh no, the ghosts are taking me straight to hell when I got in that wreck. Alright, let's keep trying. Let's keep trying. Look at the map again. Yeah. Oh, wait. No, that's not it. Is it? What am I looking at? Why is this ancient text, we'll call it, another thing we've borrowed from Final Fantasy III. The ancient text. Okay, you're the words Lost Woods. And so if we go from this little thing and go woo woo woo. Okay, that's why. I'm 100 fucking miles in the wrong direction. Take a pin out of it. Don't tell the agent from Bolt that we're doing this. He'll faint. He doesn't understand the concept of removing the pin. Okay, so it's right over here. Real simple and easy, Miyamoto. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Spooky tree mouths. So it should be in this tree with the big shit-eating grin. Hey, buddy. Are you hiding the good shit from me? Am I not allowed to have it? It shakes and rattles when a Korok is nearby, son. This is just a creepypasta. Son, who knew the penultimate episode of Breath of the Wild would be a creepypasta? I like the pinwheel hair bun securer. What would we wear to go with this? Obviously, that. And probably this. Maybe these poofy green pants are more to your speed. Tight rubber pants. Berserker pants go with everything. Boots. Boots. I don't have any decent green pants. I'm going to bring it up at the next Legion of Doom meeting. That I need a decent pair of pants. Brainiac will be so mad. Because he was about to ask for the same thing. I'm glad you kids also grew up watching 90s Cartoon Network. Fine, I wanted to be whisked away. I love it. It's my favorite thing to have happen to me as the Elf Boy hero. Alright, in all seriousness, I do want to see that little shimmy shaking Korok boy. So let's just warp there. Alright, well, get me out of this ridiculous outfit that they'll find so insulting. Oh. The Koroks. All having a good time. Did we do all of their little quests? They would have been side quests, probably. Let's see, let's see. Gotta see. The horseback. Oh, I still haven't turned that in. Like where I killed all them bokoblins. There's been like 100 blood moons since then. I know one of these little Koroks wants a picture of a bloopy. And I'm pretty sure we got that for him. As long as we got him that picture, son, we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. You're like, you keep saying that, Uncle Tenfey. It's starting to make me believe that it might be the opposite of the truth. Yeah, we did that. We totally did that quest. I'm sure we did. Tenfey historians back me up. I must dance, must you? Shakalaka, my weapon stash. Oh no, not enough. We'll see if we get 5 more Korok seeds before the end of this episode, and then we can get one last weapon slot for one last melee weapon to never use. At least we've got this neat torch now. Okay. Where else do we want to visit / do side quests that you kids keep demanding I do? Keep screaming for me to keep doing side quests. The Garb of the Winds. Oh, that's the lobster pajamas from Wind Waker. You know I gotta have them. Where the Minnote River was born. Okay, you're that same book. The Minnote River. Look for rivers. You're the Helia River, the River Thames, the Ragnasia River, Gleok Bridge. That's a reference to Zelda. Everything on this damn map is a reference to Zelda, I believe. Like the Nutella Wetlands and Puffer Beach. Alright, what fucking river is it you want me to find? Where the Minnote River. I don't know that off the top of my head. The names of like most of the rivers or bodies of waters. The rivers and the lakes that I'm used to. This is why I should have stuck with them. Son, I was out there chasing every waterfall I could see, boys. Running around. There's Lanayru, Reminad, Rutala. I gotta remember Minnote. Minnote. That's Lake Makar. Oh, that's not even a river, it's a lake, stupid. The Hyrule Castle Moat doesn't get a cool name. It's just the Hyrule Castle Moat. Very no nonsense. Have y'all seen it? I mean, I'll just look it up here in a second, but you'd think it would be somewhat obvious. If that's the only clue they're going to give us. That's the Squabble River. That was named by 2 explorers in a canoe that just argued the entire length of it. Alright, I'm going to have a coughing spell, so I'll just look it up while I do that and hopefully edit it out for y'all. Alright, I got hit. Yeah, there it is. I always, when I pause for a second, get hit with such inspiration. Maybe we should look around up here. We'll make it red, because red's dead, baby. Red's dead. We can just warp to this tower. Good times. Okay, okay. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Look at that obvious Korok puzzle. calling out to me. Oh, it's so obvious that we've already done it. It's the most obvious of all. Oh, wow, it's raining. Imagine that. The penult. Oh, we flew 100 fucking miles past where we wanted to be. We were so worried about Koroks. What say you, little feller? He's so puzzled at our return to this area. He never thought he'd see us again. He always thought the Elf Boy hero appearing was a once-in-a-lifetime event. Oh, wow. Look who's being real fucking sneaky. Down there, pretending to be a rock. No, the bomb arrows would be more fun. Everybody knows it. No, stop. He tried to dive and ruin everything. Boom. Just took one. Just a dab of bomb arrows will do you. The Elf Boy Magnum, they call it. Not to be confused with my horse. A knight's halberd is real nice if you're the kind of guy that fancy pole arms and pole arm wielders. And I just happen to be that kind of person. I knew you would be under the damn water. This ain't my first rodeo. Oh God, it's cold and wet. Cold and wet. I'm still not close enough. Why must you dive? Elf Boy, welcome to dive. Hey. It's a rather rare find. I'd like to try it on, but not in this shitty weather. So we'll try it on when we go back to my house. How's that sound? That's my new pajamas for the Penultimate episode. All right, what else have we got to do? What else is completely necessary? Fairy clothes. I can imagine who that's referencing. I don't care for. Now, this right here. At the temple ruins soaked in the waters of the Regencia River. Now, I remember seeing a Regencia River when I was trying to find... Yeah, here it is. The water-soaked ruins. That's probably this area right here. I'm actually intuiting it for once instead of just looking it up. Aren't y'all proud of me? Aren't y'all going to pat me on the head and tell me I've done a good job? And we can approach from Mount Satori. Good times. I'm sorry, buddy. That's what happens when you hang out on teleport pads. Well, hey, you. What do you get up to? Mischief, huh? You're a mischief maker. And look, there's another Korok right there. I didn't realize this was such a Korok-rich environment. Just for old time's sake, we'll grab some mushrooms. There ain't no rush on them mushrooms. Few bird eggs that obviously belong to me. What if they're the eggs of that bird that I just startled? I feel double shitty then. Cass would find out somehow. He'd hear it when he came up to me and confronted me. Link would be like, "Who? How did you know?" And he'd be like, "Why? A little bird told me." And then everyone in Rito Village would all bust out laughing because it's one of their favorite running jokes they like to do to people. And I can't blame them. If I lived in a society of anthropomorphic bird people and was also a cool anthropomorphic bird person myself, I would enjoy that joke as well. No, I can't keep scaring birds. Listen at them yelling at me, calling me a punk bitch now. Son, that's my reward for being the bigger man, the bigger elf boy. You know there's a Korok seed or two probably tucked into these nooks and crannies of these little forests here. But I don't see any obvious signs, so we'll just keep going. That's the horse shrine. That's where we got Sweet Cheeks, isn't it? We should probably interact with our other horses before the end of the playthrough. That's a good penultimate episode activity. That's a good completely mandatory activity. That's over there is where we solved the cast puzzle of shooting through 2 rings at once. I could tell he was real impressed. Sit down and get my stamina back. I can't stand having no stamina, as they say. Alright, these are some flooded... At the temple ruins soaked in the waters. Yeah, I'm thinking there's no other way it couldn't be these. I mean, that's kind of a temple, right? It's guarded by lizard boys, so there's probably at least something good here. If not just killing a lizard boy, which is its own reward. I think we can get him open dragon style. Hey, lizard lady. Stab, stab, stab. Stabbing lizard style. Malice. Okay, you know there's a Korok under that rock over there. And we could even put on our mask to test it. But right now there's malice and ill intentions being directed towards me because the ill intentions music is playing. It's a silver boy. Silver boys. Do do do. Silver boys. I'm gonna kill a week's burying. I shouldn't have tried to sing this song with my raspy voice, and I apologize for it. Did you notice me, sweetheart? I got... It was a battle with no victors. I didn't realize he had advanced arrows, too. We're kind of similar, me and you, lizard boy. We have a lot in common. Too late. Got you first. And I'm going to hit you on that part of your chin that I know you like to be scratched. Go ahead, recover. Ooh. 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 Right in his dick. Right in his dick. Hitting that lizard boy right in his dick. Scalawag. Okay, we're doing everything right. Zawarado! Okay, good. I realized when he turned around with that mad look on his face, it seemed like I was being sarcastic when I said, okay, good. But I actually wanted the Master Sword to quote-unquote break so that it'll have a complete full charge when we storm Hyrule Castle in the next episode. It was always part of my plan. My machinations. We could be a bow boy for a little while. Get a cheddar bow and a bowberry. Okay, we're looking. There's like a sword under the water, but it's just shitty, like rusted blades, aren't they? Son, this ain't Secret of Mana. I ain't impressed by rusty swords sticking out of the water. It's a game I've actually never played through. It was it's unfortunately one of those games that as a kid, like the place where I rented video games from, the local rental place didn't have it, so I never got to play it. Kind of like Final Fantasy quote-unquote 2, aka Final Fantasy 4. You're like, speaking of Final Fantasy 4, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, wiggle my eyebrows. Just saying. If you're watching this in the distant future and TMVA Final Fantasy 4 already exists, you're probably like, what's the joke? Has the Tenfey not played all the good Final Fantasies here in the future? Rabble, rabble. Okay, we're just finding a bunch of rusty garbage. Rusty shields, a rusty broadsword. Did it tell us anything else? At the temple ruins, I'm still believing... well, that's not an EX chest, but it's a chest. Speaking of chests, I could use a pair of chest waders in this fucking place, son. My drawers are soaked. My elf boy drawers are riding so far up my ass, you'd think I was wearing an elf boy thong. Cass is like, how did he know the name of my new song I wrote? Is this you? No, you're not an EX chest either. Well, ain't you fucking pretty? Royal halberd with durability up. We can upgrade our halberd. A choo-choo was sent here to guard this halberd, apparently. Pop, pop, pop! Watching choo-choos drop, baby. The jelly floats to the top. I'm glad the penultimate episode of this playthrough has some genuine ambling and rambling in it. You kind of don't realize how spoiled you are. You know they've tucked this thing away in some fucking nook or cranny. What if I'm at the completely the wrong flooded ruins? Wouldn't that be embarrassing? Good thing that's not true, and I refuse to entertain the notion of it. I keep expecting there to be more lizard boys here. Excuse me, the brochure you handed out before this journey said lizard boys would be provided. Barrels of fun. Sometimes they have goods and sundries in them. Sometimes you can throw them at jump mans. Why do choo-choos so mad all the time around here? If you wanted to collect rusty weapons, this is your place. Come on down to Elf Boy's Rusty Weapon Warehouse, where we've got all your sundry needs. Caramel and hot fudge. Both types of sundries. There's a little raft, so you could go on a little raft adventure. I'm going to search each of these structures. We did it! I was going to say, I'm going to search each of these structures before I resort to checking the quote-unquote ancient text. Midna's helmet? Hell fucking yeah, boys. Does it have a special property other than making me think about the good times in the Twilight Realm? A helmet much like the one Midna wore when she fought alongside. That's not like in lore at all. You're supposed to be like worn by a supposed princess that was like transformed and usurped from her kingdom, and a wolf boy saved her or whatever. But they're just like, no, it's Midna from Twilight Princess TM. Okay. I don't have the hips to pull off a helmet like this, like the original wearer does. But we'll give it a try for a little while. At least it matches my tunic. Okay, you're like in my canon, the Orange Tunic saga didn't begin until he donned the imp wife helmet. Only then did he earn my like, my favorite, and my subscribe. Phantasma. Armor worn by fierce phantoms. Oh, that's probably the fierce deity? Or do you get that from an amiibo? We got to do Amiibo Christmas before the end of the game. Maybe we'll save the last of Christmas, Amiibo Christmas, for the last episode to give you all something to look forward to. It's hidden in the ruins of Hyrule Field. Find these pieces at the battleground where brave souls tested their skill, at ceremonial grounds where royal guards are honored, at the ruins where the soldiers of Hyrule gathers. That's not correct grammar, right? At the ruins where the soldiers of Hyrule gather. You shouldn't have that last S on there, son. I before S, except after quest. Okay. Is this a piece of the gear, or is that just going to be like a book that's like, hey, here's where you can find that gear? I guess we'll find out when we float down from the Great Plateau. Son, you can see the cyborg camel in the distance. Look at this breathtaking vista. I'm telling you, it would almost have thumbnail potential. All right, what direction are we supposed to be looking in? The one we're looking in right now? My favorite direction, the one I'm already facing. All right, what are we going to do? We're going to glide. Tell you what, Papa pin right beside it. I can't not. It won't not auto target lock. All right, let's look in that direction for the blue beam, son. Pretend this is the ending of a superhero movie, and look for the blue beam coming out of the sky. It probably means there's some jackass there that needs the shit beat out of him. We may have already read this book, kind of like the one at the flooded village, because I'm getting vague recollections of this place. But when has that stopped us before? I'm going to assume it's in this ruined house. The Outpost of Ruins. Yeah, there's the book. Was this book always here? From there, the waters of Lake Kalamo are visible. The ruins of Hyrule Field. At the ruins where trade flourished. At the ruins where sinners were imprisoned. At the village ruins next to farmland where many people once gathered. The Princess of Twilight. I believe I'm wearing her hat. Yeah, you're telling me about a hat I'm already wearing. At least you were facetious about it. You weren't like Midna, specifically imp form Midna, from Twilight Princess, now available on Wii U. When are they going to put Twilight Princess on the Switch? My God, Miyamoto, have I got to do fucking everything for you, crowd? All right, give me a second. I'm going to have one of my little revelations real quick. All right, 3 mysterious pins in the colors of courage, wisdom, and power have appeared on my map, son, from my moment of meditation. So let's go take a look at them. First, we need a motorcycle. So we need to go to the Coliseum again. Any excuse to bully a Lionel to death, son. You stop. You had me. Boy, bully a Lionel. I'm going to ignore bats. Technically, I'm wearing more protective headgear because I'm wearing a helmet. That's also part of a fused shadow that you could use to turn into some kind of gangly, multi-armed kaiju and attack an energy pyramid that's sealing Hyrule Castle. Not that I'm talking about any specific moment in the Zelda series. Look at us riding towards the sunset of the playthrough. I'll tell you, what? Ignore the haters. We've got bigger fish to fry. We've got bigger cat, horse men to bully to death. I could stop and kill a moblin along the way. I thought that would destroy you. Took 3 stabs to his moblin dick, son. He's got a lot to be proud of. There's a pack of horses. Might be the same pack that we got Magnum out of. Tell you what, that could be part of the end of his character growth. Here, Magnum. It's your original family. Is this... Because remember, we jumped off of the Great Plateau and landed right around here when we got Magnum. So I'm sure he's related to this crowd somehow. I'm sure one of those horses went to school with his daddy. Okay, we gotta get across this fucking thing right here. Can we do it without getting our drawers wet? I don't think so. Damn it. Whatever. I like having chafed inner thighs. I like picking my drawers out of my ass crack all day when I think no one's looking. We are approaching the Coliseum from an odd vector. Well, look at you. Ain't you just Ganon's special little boy who came to stop the elful hero by himself? Real proud of yourself, are you? Okay. We're going to have to don the climbing gear. Climbing gear. I hear the bad intentions music, but I ignore it. That's what makes me the hero, son. We're shimmying and shaking our way up here, boys. Alright, is there a Lionel down there? Has one respawned since the last time I killed one? I'd like to think so. The Lionel Slayer. they call me. He's got a big fucking thunderblade on him. Good for him. Good for him. Lionels don't really care about particular types of arrows. Yeah, there he is. Real fucking pleased with himself, you can tell. Huge fucking asshole, you can tell. I could tell just by glancing at a Lionel boy how big an asshole he is. Alright, buddy. Oh, I forgot that I can't block with a shield at the same time that I'm using a pole arm. Not that it matters. When I've got Uberso's Wrath, or whatever her name is, my good friend, the Garuda lady, that electrocutes my opponents. Man, fuck you. Right, give me a sword so that I might have my shield out. Pop! So that I might parry the... Oh, I don't want to throw my shield at him. I gotta remember the controls. You always forget that I've got to remember the controls every time. Come at me, bro. I know, I want to jump up on your back. For Madden. That Lionel put the elf boy on his back for Ganon. Okay. Are we ready for honorable combat again, buddy? No, you're going to scream and throw a fit. Just enough time for my Star Platinum Zelda to be off cooldown. My Master Sword's back online, son. Everything's coming up, elf boy. I'm trying to remember how we rocked that Lionel. I've got to have a blood moon in the middle of killing this guy. At least he won't be reborn. I wonder if he'll get full HP just to spite me. Probably. No? Okay. You had to cheat and have Calamity Ganon cause a blood moon. I thought I did a good job parrying. I'm always either decent or real bad at fighting these guys. I have no middle ground. I'd love to flurry rush him, but I'd love to jump up on his back more. Excuse me! Okay, get your parry fucking window right. Okay, he's gonna do this shit. Up. 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 Come at me, Brostein. I didn't know the timing on that. Oh, I could have jumped up on his back right then. Oh, I want the Star Platinum so bad, but I'm so bad at it. I did it. It was at that moment I won the fight. And won for your asshole to pay the Riverman. Poof. He was just chock full of the good shit. Hey, we got another firebrand to make up for the one that no longer twinkles. The one that no longer brings us joy. How are shields holding up these days? Guess we could drop this one for this one. And I've got some shitty bows, probably. This one's probably about to break. So we'll just take that one instead. Good for us. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Yeah, there you are, you nut. Pop. No, the box itself was the ultimate boss. Okay, this is based on the armor that Zelda's Ghosts possesses in Phantom Hourglass, I believe. Another Zelda game I've never played. Believe it or not. I don't know why I went through all the trouble of picking out gear earlier when I'm just going to switch back to being the Orange Tunic Boy, like I always was meant to be. Okay, let's head on to the next piece. Right in the middle of Hyrule Field. Maybe there won't be any guardians out and about scrambling around, bothering us. Do I have any full heal food? I have plenty of full heal food. Bonus hearts. Oh, Ganon's goo is not good for your master cycle. It's like salt water, son. You got to rinse that shit off immediately. Son, you'll rust the whole damn chassis out of this thing. I don't think the ancient Sheikah monks that build it are still around to honor the warranty. Yeah. This is genuine off-roading, son. Elf Boy Moto, as the episode was titled. One more time, I've got to stop a safe crowd. Even in the penultimate episode, I have to be the Elf Boy hero. Pop, pop, pop. Pop. Okay, I wanted to show y'all how to take a hit. I did it. You're saved. Tough meat stuffed pumpkin. He just had that on him to give to somebody. Yeah, you're lucky that I felt obligated. You're lucky that I was recording and didn't want to look like a shitty Elf Boy hero in front of the kids. If only we could sleep in this bed. Alright, continuing on our merry adventure. The penultimate merry adventure, it's known as. Bats don't even fuck. Okay, I see that scrambly boy. I don't care. I'm about to kill Calamity Ganon. So all of the scrambly boys should go offline at the same time. Maybe. I guess we'll see in a sequel. It looks like one of them's guarding a piece of the area. I guess the penultimate episode should have one fucking instance of the Genos music that I got to edit in. Fun. Oh, well, at least we get this bonus booty. $100 is a good bonus booty, I gotta say. Hey, shitlord, did you notice me yet? Did you notice that death approaches on Elf Boy feet? The little bokoblin on a horse that's hanging out with him noticed me. Hey, yeah, hey, buddy. I bet you're real fucking mad, aren't you? You're about to be real fucking sad. Figured y'all deserved a little dramatic pause. Hey, jackass on a horse. How you doing? Can I hit him from here? Ooh. Just did overshoot him. There we go. And the horse is saved. Alright, somewhere around here is another treasure chest. Am I in the middle of everything? It's gonna be in one of these houses. It's not you. Regular treasure chest. You don't even have a cool skull face on you that I can make into a character. Alright, this place is clean. I see him over there. Don't worry. I hate him too. Alright. I like how these regular chests are made out of like stone. Serpentine spear. That's good. I'll leave that for the next Elf Boy hero that comes through. Son, he can make good use of it. He'll be real thankful to have my leftovers. My Elf Boy sloppy seconds. Would be just what he deserves. I don't need that shield. Just so you know. Miyamoto-san. That motherfucker refuses to notice me. He's an advanced senpai model, son. Incapable of noticing. The Garrison Ruins. I know it's around here somewhere. Have I looked inside of all these buildings yet? I don't think so, because I would have found it. At least it's a nice sunny morning for a change. What's this over here? The secret building you didn't want me to know about. Elf boys hate it. There's no way it's over. I'm such a fool. It's only when I doubt myself do they appear. I like that they give you attack up. I mean, I've got berserker pants for that, but I always appreciate fashion options. Fashion of the Wild Souls, I believe they call it. All right, we're headed to that fancy fountain. That's good to know, buddy. I think that's the Goron boy. What blocks damage for me when I'm bad. Hey, Scramble Guardian. As long as you don't notice me, you get to continue scrambling about. The ball's in your scrambly court, son. Okay, I think this one's going to need to be killed. Here comes that elf boy. Oh, this isn't my master sword. This isn't my wonderful master sword. This isn't my wonderful Star Platinum Zawara. Oh, but I forgot that I wanted to save my master sword for the last episode, so I can't use it. I'm on master sword probation, son. Oh, if I hadn't have been facing in the wrong direction, I'd have had him. Well, somehow he forgot about me, so I'm going to use this as an excuse to recharge my Star Platinum Zawara. Slowly but surely, we can take the sacred thing apart. Restless crickets cannot dissuade me from dishing out elf boy justice. My motorcycle can't protect you. Although apparently it reacts to damage, you know. I'm gonna break this fucking sword on you. And then what? What else do I have that doesn't glisten and bring me joy? I think all of my current weapons bring me joy, except this one. Oh, I forgot I had this thunderstorm rod. Neat. Just breaking every fucking weapon I have on this thing, son. We'll get through all of them eventually. God, they're so beautiful, and I despise the thought of using them. It's a good berserker weapon, so that's why I didn't mind switching to it. That's the price for noticing me, senpai. Alright, cool. We're almost to our goal. We just gotta head north. Fox boy, I'm just swinging by to say hey. Shout outs to all the Fox boys in the audience. Here I am. Perfect 10 out of 10 Farking job too, boys. Yes, sir. Alright, let's be on the lookout for hidden treasures. Who dares? Okay, this guy. This dead man is the one who noticed me. Triangle shield. Been a while since we've played ping pong with one of these fucking things. It's satisfying. Alright, Gorok Boy will cover me if I fuck up too bad. He's my partner in eye laser doubles. I did all the work. An ancient core for me. I must have been the goodest elf boy of all. Did I already get this piece? Yeah, I did. I was just thinking, wait, didn't I already find this Phantom Armor? And there you go. That's us now. Yeah, that's me, the elf boy hero. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation. Well, it all started when I was trying to drag out my playthrough for one more episode. He's prepared. Scar from the Lion King, boys, would be so proud of this gentleman. I swung my sword instead of taking a picture. Even here in the penultimate episode, I have no fucking idea how to properly use this camera. Boys, if that ain't a summation of the whole damn playthrough. I wish it was zoomed in more, but... And it's done. Okay. We should probably bully at least one guardian to death in this ensemble. It gives us the same amount of attack up as the Berserker armor. Hey, Choo-Choo. Hey, Choo-Choo. Hey, Choo-Choo. Don't make it happen. Okay, he noticed me. Oh, no. Whatever shall I do? Hide behind this tree, shit in my fucking phantom pants. Freeze, asshole. I always miss in the frozen time. I wonder if you get more parts from him when you slowly whittle him away like this, because you're like destroying each of his legs. He's blind firing, boys. He's scared. I don't blame him. Still, I'll leave one leg so you can remember that time I came up here and whipped the dog shit out of you. We got to start using some of these other weapons, son. I'm spinning, which means I'm winning, baby. Cool pose. Yeah. All right, neat. That was a fun diversion. Is there anything else in our quest log other than what is obviously tingle clothes? Oh yeah, we got to finish Terrytown too. We might, maybe we should do that in the last episode too, just in case those assholes go back to living on my property afterwards. At least I can go kill Ganon and then just move, I guess. All right, enough dillying and dallying. Well, you know, if this particular type. All right, who do we want to visit next? I guess we could say hey to the crowd in Fishtown. Of course, we want to honor the fish folk with our fishwife armors. Exactly. Never let your guard down, son. Calamity Ganon lives in the heart of all fishmen when they forget to remember him or something like that. Find a poet who can make that sound just a little less awkward. What say you, Fishman? Yes, I too remember these things we did. Son, we need to hang out some more so you can have more stories to tell without yelling at me. Tell me about Mifa. Was she real hot? He's like, well, she was my sister, so... I'm like, you didn't answer my question. He's like, wait, weren't you there? I'm like, I just wanted a second opinion. Jesus. Even if we're not going to swing it, we can have the Master Sword on our back to look cool. Hey, King, big old whale guy. I think is his full name. Oh, Door Fan. That's his first name. Dorfin, big old whale guy, they call him. Tell me about your daughter. Was she hot? He's like, you should probably ask her brother about that. Mifa's diary. Ooh, juicy gasp. It's on the table over there. He's like, yes, read my dead daughter's diary. We set up a little table just for you. She's like, Link came to town today and he was so handsome and strong. Oh my. I'm going to make him some fish armor. I don't know why she talks like that. What a terrible end for her character arc in this playthrough. Are you reading all this? If you care about the lore, then you're mashing and unmashing the pause button. Because I ain't looked at one damn word of this. The king knows. He could tell. I'm done. Alright. What a fun visit we had to Fishtown, son. I'll always remember the good times. I'll always remember the cyborg elephant that our dead fishwife's ghost lives in, and none of her family will go visit her. Even though she's probably looking at them out of the window. It's kind of spooky when you think about it. I'm sure the little fish childrens tell ghost stories about it and dare each other to go up to the old robot elephant place at night and knock on the door. Alright, Prince Cenon, I need to go visit Goron Town. I want to change into my don't burst into flame clothes, but even for that brief moment, I won't be honoring the traditions of my dead fishwife's people, and I can't live with that social stigma. So I'll just have the warp there and hope that I don't burn up on re-entry. For the briefest moment, the inherent moisture of Fishtown protected me, but it wasn't enough. Alas, robot pants are the order of the day. Even though it's not necessary for flavor purposes, I'll wear this sapphire circlet that cools my body. You don't want your drawers to get sweaty inside your robot pants. You'll be right back into the problem we were at earlier when we were wading through the water, son. You better learn how to do awkward side steps when you think nobody's watching to shift your drawers out of your ass crack. Big old Goron, man. What do you got to say? Hell yeah. Do you need something? Tell me something. Good. Where's Rudania? Oh, yeah, the big salamander. Where's that young'un, that Goron young'un that was so brave? Oh, that's right. He stands up there. I can literally see him from here. Daruk. Did you know his dead ghost helps me when I'm bad at the game? Why? I ask myself the same question. Alright. We could recreate all of our... No, I need diamonds for that. I'm not going to recreate any of the hero weapons. I've got the Master Sword. Gerudo lady. 10 diamonds? That's nowhere near enough money. I don't think I have any. Didn't I use my last one to... No, I've got 2. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. I thought I used the last one to upgrade the tiara. The diamond tiara, I believe. Hey, buddy. Just wanted to say hey to you one last time before I did all the work of beating Calamity Ganon in the next episode. I'm going to ask you where the old man is. He's like, weren't you just talking to him? I'm like, yeah, but I want to know how his name's pronounced. I've only ever read it. Daruk's protection. He's like, all you have to do is be good at the game and you'll never need Daruk's protection. I'm like, that's not an option, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we've already passed that point. Okay. We had a fun time revisiting Goron Town. You can't really call it revisiting Goron Town unless you cook some meat on an open slab. That's part of the charm. Meat, meat, meat. I wish I could marinate it first. Get some seasoning salt. I dropped it wrong. I don't even really need to drop it directly on here. I think it would cook anywhere, but it just feels more sanitary. He's like, please don't stand on my hibachi grill. Yep. Well done. Steak with ketchup, baby. The way all proper gentlemen eat it. I guess we could eat it while we're here in town. I already had to. Also, I've got this pumpkin that makes me heartier. I've also got this roasted amaranth. I've also got these frozen fish. We might as well get rid of all this junk food since we're planning on cooking some good shit for the finale. I'll keep one of each of these type just for nostalgia. I feel like if I were to blow him up, he would give me the Goron tunic and open the way to the fire temple. I'm having a Hero of Time flashback. Alright, who are we going to visit next? We've been to Korok Woods. We visited most of the people we care about around here. Oh yeah, there's that fishing village somewhere down here. I mean, I don't really know them that well. I visited them once, I guess. I guess we'll go to Birdtown. Any excuse to go to Birdtown. We got to see Cass before the end of the game, son. We'll wear the cool Rito feather on our head while we're here. So everyone knows we're cool. We're down with the bird folk. The multicolored children, the Osumatsu bird girls, are here singing. So we won't bother them. Does Cass ever come back here? We finished like all of his quests. Have you seen Cass? He's that bird guy that looks different than most of the bird guys. No, I'm all filled up on Rito's song, son. Okay, there's you, the goth birdsman. You stand over here. All of our favorite characters. Teba and family. I guess we could say hey to Teba. Hey, Teba. Tell me about Rivali. He's like, he was a huge asshole, and we all loved him. He was tsundere towards the entire world. He accidentally made too much bento and shared it with the entire world. Oh, I think I just gave him permission to go hang out with his son. I didn't realize he was counting on me. Oh, I guess we agreed to an activity? Well, that's nice. Just another little bit of heroing. Right, lady?
Hi.
Champion Descendant. Do you not know about the healing coma? How long do bird people live? Chunky Owl Elderman. His full name. Canelli Chunky Owl Elderman. Where's Teba? Whenever Teba isn't sitting at home bothering his wife, the elf boy should be asking, where's Teba? You tell me about Rivali. He's like, has anyone told you he was a huge asshole? I'm like, yeah, I tell myself that. Looking in the mirror. Every time. Oh, he had a juicy diary table. Oh, it's down at the flight range, of course. Just another excuse to go hang out with Teba, I guess. I want to know where Cass is. Damn it. I thought he would be here. Where does he hang out? I need to look up in the ancient texts where Cass can be found once you've done all of his shrine. I have done all of his. Yeah, I had to have done all of his shrine quests because I've done all of his shrines. You can't do one without the other. Right? Warbler's Nest. We solved like a shrine puzzle, I reckon. Warm garb. I've already got warm garb. In fact, I could be wearing that while I'm here too, to double make them think I'm cool. Maybe. Ooh. I'll have your finest bomb arrows. Do you make these yourself? Goat butter. Oh, that's a recipe book. I was like, is that another secret diary? We're here so late in the day, too. It's a shame. We're going to have to spend the night at the Videogame Inn. Son, what a shame. What a shame. In the meantime, let us get ready for bed. The Rito down, please. You should have one here that's just for me. Like having your own personal beer mug down at the pub. Your own stein. Oh yeah, the good stuff. Oh, I forgot. Local bird cultures and such. I was checking the ancient text during that pause screen, and it led me to believe that after you've completed all of Cass's quests, you could find him up here, where I thought he ought to be. I feel like he's supposed to be up here. So what have we missed? What have we missed? We can't end the playthrough unless we end Cass's storyline. There's just no hope. So this will go to episode 169 as we try to do that. Yeah, we did all the shrine quests. I mean, we had to, like I said. And remember when we finished the champions battle? That's you, crowd, yelling at me all at the same time. Destroy Ganon. Yeah, we've done the memories. I say. I remember he was at the Shrine of Resurrection when we finished the Hero's Ballad and got our motorcycle. That's like the last place we saw him. Let's head over there again and retrace our steps. I forgot we left Magnum with his quote-unquote family. Let us see yet again. Because, yeah, it like warped us here at the end of the Champion's Ballad. And we walked out here and there was a cutscene. And Cass gave us that picture that's hanging up in our room at our house. He's not here. Oh, remember there was a blood moon. Which means the bladed beetles I was trying to get like 2 hours ago. Penultimate episodes are always extra long. Everybody knows it. Beetles, are you here? Maybe they only spawn once a playthrough. You know what we could do? We could actually use the Sheikah sensor. Once again, I turn on the hero's path by accident. Look for bugs, beetle bugs. Yeah, the bladed rhino beetle is the one we want to find. But none were to be found. How sad. Okay. I'm gonna have to consult the ancient text some more and figure out why Cass ain't where he's supposed to be. So give me just a sec. Alright, during that brief moment, a pen mysteriously appeared. I don't know if we've been out here to this area, but something tells me I ought to go take a look at it with my eyes. We could warp from here. We could also warp from our house. The possibilities are endless. It would give us a chance to try on our lobster pajamas again, but no. Boys, it's raining while the sun's out. You know what that means? They say, the old timers say that means that Ganon's beating his wife. Which seems like the kind of shitty thing he'd do. Okay, let's see here. Off in the distance, the blue beam calls. I'd rather it not be raining during this. Maybe we should make time pass. Of course, it might not be raining over there once we travel over there, so let's just have hope in our heart. Alright, if we don't think we can make it, remember we've got bonus bird lady stamina. Yeah, okay, yeah, it immediately stopped raining, and that's a good thing. And that's a good thing. It's hard to tell you're even moving forward from this camera angle with this stationary target. You need to look straight down or straight up at the sky. So how you kids doing? You enjoying the penultimate episode? Roughly 2 hours and 20 something minutes maybe. I'm looking at the recording time, but don't forget I've had a few brain blasts. More time passes for me during a brain blast. Yeah, there he is. Huzzah. There's a lot of birds out here, son. But only one I care to talk to.
Oh.
Cass, you don't even have to ask me, son. Anything that comes out of your beaked mouth is something I want to hear. Son, 10,000 years ago. My God. I thought I was cool from being from 100 years ago, but that guy's got me beat, boys. The hero's cash, son. Well, if there's any cash designated for the hero, it means it belongs to me. Although I have nonstop infinite rupees these days, so, you know, I'm doing all right. Cass, you just stand here and keep being fantastic. 17 of 24. And this rock will point the way. I assume where he's standing is where the rock is pointing. But what could the 17 of 24 mean? 17. Or look around for anything that looks vaguely like there's 24 of it. Somewhere thereabouts. A mystery, indeed. Let's see what the adventure log has to say. Cash is at 17 and 24. This rock will point towards its retrieval. I mean, I guess that means if we just go in that direction, we've got to find something, right? Adventure. No, don't dive. No, wet drawers in front of Cass. He'll be like, this is why I never wear drawers. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Okay, let's see. Is there anything in the water? Well, other than an octorot who thinks he's hot shit. He's too octorot to trot. Oh, I mean, is it that box? It can't just be that box. It wouldn't be very mysterious. But what is in this box, just in case? $300. Is that the treasure cache? It was just like, what? 17 of... I don't know. Just pretend I knew what I was doing. You're like, way ahead of you, Uncle Tenfey. You finally figured out how I watch Tenfey videos, did you? A lot of politely nodding in agreement goes on when you're watching a Tenfey video. I'd like to assume. Cash. I'd like to give this cash money to Cass if it would let me. Even he is shocked. He's like, I can't believe I learned an ancient song about this garbage. He was rich, more rich in character than well. Well, 300 rupees 10,000 years ago, boys. That gets you a lot of corn pones, son. You go to the picture show every day of your life. That kind of scratch. Thanks. Now that I found $300, will you go home? Let's see. I'm going to warp to where you live. And hopefully you're there. The best part of my day is when I look at Cass's birdhouse and hope that he actually comes out of it and didn't go off to better himself by being a math genius. I was panning the camera so trepidatiously. Cass, he's Cass, he's Cass, he's in my head. Y'all are having a nice little moment together. I feel like I shouldn't interrupt it. But also I really want to talk to Cass. Oh. His daughters. Did you all know that the Osumatsu bird girls were Cass's daughters? Did you pick up on my subtle hints? Cass, you want me to come back here later? Oh no, Cass asked to meet me behind the school gym after class. Son, he slipped a letter in my elf boy boot locker to telling me to meet him there. During the fireworks, he's going to make a confession. Do y'all have anything to say about your daddy other than that he's the coolest bird man around? Hell yeah. Poppy's back. I have become wholer. Congratulations, good boy. It was thanks to your daddy. He sung a cool song. Oh no. Just don't notice that. I just ran into the back of one of your daughter's big fucking SD potato heads. Hey, dive bomb to catch fish. How come I didn't get to see this? Why wasn't I there with my Sheikah slate camera to film that moment? Birds of a feather. It's a Purdy song. Right, smart Purdy. Alright, well I want to get a selfie. Well, first I want to take a nice picture of Cass with his daughters without me photobombing it. Hell yeah. And then, Link, being the elf boy millennial that he is going to insert himself in the picture. Got to get just that right angle. I got to have all the daughters I can't, even in this moment, I can't remember the controls. Pray for me, kids. We can't get everybody in the picture. Well, you got to make some sacrifices for a selfie, kids. That's just the way it goes. That's the way the elf boy goes. What picture are we replacing? Whatever it is, this one's better. Oh, it's the Master Sword. Son, I could throw down a proper rap for Cass and his daughters, son. Be cool about fire safety, the elf boy hero says. Be cool about GAN and safety. Oh yeah, that's my new picture. And it would be the thumbnail if I could. I wish there was a button to make this fucking interface go away when I'm posing. So I could make a nice thumbnail for you kids at home. Because this is perfect fucking thumbnail material for the penultimate episode. The closest you can do is proc the pose. And then when you cancel the camera, there's usually like a frame that I could like try to advance to. Where he's still doing the pose and the interface isn't there. Good times. Good times. It really has been a good time, son. I know it's not the last episode yet, but I do appreciate y'all watching. Son, think back on the playthrough, because during the actual last episode, I'm going to ask y'all a bunch of questions, and you're going to feel quite obligated to leave a nice comment for your Uncle Tenfey, son. So start getting it ready. Start workshopping your Breath of the Wild finale comments, son. Start getting them tears out of your eyes. They're all going to bed. Don't worry, your daddy will be home soon. Me and him are just going to hang out. Me and him are just going to wrestle for a little bit. All right, Cass, what did you want to tell me about, son? This will take some time. The longer it takes, the more interested I am in it, Cass. Son, he was the royal family court poet. I might have known him, because, I mean, I'm sure, well, whenever Cass met him, how old he was part of the Sheikah tribe, so he probably lived to be 100 and something. Yeah, we've probably both met him. A beautiful princess, you say? Sounds like the kind of lady needs a rescuing. Sounds like the kind of damsel that's in some distress. Oh no, your teacher fell in love with the princess. That might be a problem. Only had eyes for her escort. Sounds like the kind of handsome fella that doesn't have a lot to say, but has a cool, ancient mystical sword on his back. Not that I know anyone like that. Oh no, he was jealous of this elf boy hero, you said? Cass is like, I didn't say that the escort was an elf boy hero. Like, oh no, it's just from your tone I inferred that. Then the calamity struck, and my teacher was like, hot damn, that piece of shit elf boy's in a healing coma. Now's my chance. So he wrote a nice song.
Oh.
Son, right here at the very end of the fucking game, boys, Cass finally acknowledged. He knew we were the elf boy hero he was singing about the whole time. Son, I'm getting a little verklempt. I just realized that I guess he'll maybe get to meet Zelda and Breath of the Wild too. Tears of the Kingdom, I believe the kids might call it. Will the finale of TMVA Breath of the Wild come out before the sequel? We can only hope and we can only pray. Oh, Jesus. I don't want to break Cass's heart right here at the end of the game. You kids, excuse me for just a second. It was just as beautiful the second time, Cass. Alright, you know I gotta take one last selfie with my boy Cass, son. Cass has got class. Alright, alright. Just give me a second, buddy. I got to remember the controls. What's the best pose for the Penultimate selfie? Other than striking one proper. I think just being here and enjoying the good times. The good, the bad, and the elf boy. Alright, Cass, I'm going to go sleep in one of your lovely Rito down beds. I paid extra for them to collect the down feathers that you lose. I've got a Rito ninja that follows Cass around and collects all of his down feathers that he molts to make the ultimate Rito down mattress. If I could just convince Cass to lay on top of me while I'm laying in it, son. The Cass sandwich. The dream of all elf boys. I was so busy thinking about it that I missed the end. You missed the Rito down end for the feathers. Alright, I forgot that I was going to go say hey to Teba up in the frozen mountains. So we're going to use this as an excuse to sleep till morning. I will, bird lady. I will. Alright, don't forget we're headed up to Chili Lands. Don't forget that if it's chilly today, it's going to be hot tamale. Of course, we'll start our gliding journey from the highest point. And by that I mean where Cass is presumably still hanging out. I think his kids are still asleep. Yeah, God bless them, son. Does Cass have feathers in the colors of each of his daughters? I wonder. Let's take it. It's a good excuse to take one last long look at him. He's got blue, yellow, a different blue, white. His eyes are gold. Let me look at his ass real quick. Alright. So, Teba's up here at the flight range. Let's go take care of that right quick. We still haven't visited the desert yet. Jesus. Now, it's important to get all these things done in the penultimate episode, son. The last episode should be more about killing Calamity Ganon. the Chili Lands. Some bokoblins on horses, huh? I mean, I didn't see anything. Let's just take this wide berth around the area and go from there. There's like a little cabin over here. Have we visited this little cabin? It's so quaint and cozy. The quaint, cozy cabin. Trailhead Lodge. Oh, it's just a house that we could have lived in, I guess. Get warmed up by the fire. Some free flint for me. You shouldn't have. A meteor rod. Those things are pretty cool. In fact, I'm going to equip it, and if we see any icy Lizphos out here, we can obliterate them. Oh, there is somebody hanging out over here. Hey, buddy, you didn't take any of my free stuff out of the cabin, did you? I'm the hero, after all. Quite troubled. Perhaps a glance in... are you a secret ninja? I'm getting secret ninja vibes from this guy. Yeah. Yeah. Master Koga fell down a hole. Like the useless piece of shit he is. Wherever you appear, meteors will follow. Meteors. Alright, buddy, maybe you'll get me this time. You appeared like in the same vector. Victor? Oh, okay. I thought you were going to teleport, but I mean, I can just keep throwing meteors at you. That's a neat trick, too. No, my bananas. Whew. He dropped all kinds of money. You gotta have a last secret ninja attack here in the penultimate episode. That was neat, though. I've never seen one hanging out like by a fire like that. They've learned right here at the end of the game when it mattered the least. They learned additional methods of attacking the elf boy hero. Doing some sneaky cheeky stamina regens. Todd Howard knows all about it. Horse physics, he calls it. Moosalopes and Icy Wolf Boys. Icy London, Icy Wolf Boys. Also an Arctic Fox. Those are real neat. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I assume you've got some kind of little mini game you want me to do to teach your kid how to be a hero. Teach the boy how to hero. Let the elf boy shoot your targets. What say you, little feller? You're just knee-high to a rutabaga, ain't you? Did he? Of course. Okay, you're giving me the quest? I figured it would be your dad. Is that all the rules? Okay, sure, let's do this, buddy. I don't even have a bow equipped, by the way. Is that part of the trial? The brochure said that you would supply a bow? Okay, here's what we're going to do. First of all, I don't remember the controls. Okay, now we've got our bow out. We got our arrows. We're going to shoot this target. And we're going to shoot this target. Okay, yeah, that's right. We got to kind of shoot over them because we're using a lesser bow. I should be using one of my cool guy bows. Don't I have... Yeah, swallow bow. Doesn't that, like, shoot further and truer? Yeah. One of them true far bows, they call it. Does that little boy know about the frozen time? That doesn't count as cheating, does it? It's like when Master Roshi pulled out that little bottle out of his pocket in the Universe Survival Tournament so that he could use the Mofuba to trap... what was his name? The alternate universe Frieza. Cold Boy, we'll call him. Trap him in like a rice cooker or whatever. Dragon Ball is weird, man. Is that all the targets? Did I get the high score in Smash Brothers? Okay, we're getting there. You and you and you. Okay, I think I need to fall a little bit further to get these last couple. You and you. There's probably, I was going to say there's probably like 20 of the damn things, which means I've probably missed one. Don't tell your dad. Oh no, there it is. I could get it at the last second. Tell your dad that I was a cool elf boy. Yeah! He knew. He noticed the frozen hut. Wow, $300. I've been finding that a lot lately. Let's say yeah, buddy. In a while. I mean, I guess I did have to run around and find Cass. Did you know Cass came back, by the way? You should go back and hang out with him while you get the chance. Bluntness. Where's Cannoli? Where can I get a good cannoli? He's like the big chunky owl, man. He never leaves his house. I've already done that. I've already been the cool guy. Okay, I guess we could replace this swallow bow we were just using with another, more better swallow bow. Alright, well now that that's taken care of, I'm going to show your son what a cool teleport looks like. And I guess we should pay our respects to Gerudo Town. Oh no, did that use up the twinkle of my sword? We did. It's dead to us now. Dead to us. Hey y'all. You wouldn't happen by chance to have realized that I'm like the Elf Boy hero and this is the penultimate episode? No, yes, no. The chief calmed the divine beast, did she? All by herself, did she? Wow. You're all real lucky. She was able to do it all on her own. Could you glance in the other direction for just a second? Oh, look. It's the Elf Vi hero with the Master Sword. Come back to town to check in on everybody. To see if your society has progressed to the point where I'm allowed to show my face, but I guess not. Even defeating Calamity Ganon can't eradicate all the evil from the world. Right, lady? Never mind, you're too hot. Okay, who do we want to talk to here? Mainly the Gerudo Chieftain. The one who saved the city all by herself. Excuse me, have you seen the Gerudo Chieftain? She's this little Gerudo girl that usually sits here in this chair. And you make eyes at everybody that comes in here to talk to her. You know who I'm talking about. About that. It's like, I've already got good weapons. I've lost both of them. It's like, oh, gee whiz. What can you do, lady? Damn. Actually, I'm good. I can beat Calamity Ganon without your gimmicky, sentimental garbage. Where's the chief, by the way? No, she's not sitting right there. I don't know if you realized this or not, but she's not sitting here. Am I the only one who notices this? Is this like a reverse they live where I'm the only one who can't? Oh, here you are, walking around. Oh.
Huh?
Tell me about Revosa. Did you know her ghost sometimes appears and electrocutes my enemies? It's a good thing. Ooh, that's right. There's more juicy Oh, I never read Rivali's diary. Oh, well, whatever. You know what was probably in it. All kinds of tsundere thoughts about the Elf Boy hero. And how he's such a baka. Baka Elf Boy. is what he titled most of the chapters of his diary. Things seem to be doing pretty good here in Gerudo Town. Let's go visit our favorite citizen, the Korok boy that lives up here in the water source with a Morton Joe, deciding when the people below get water. What are you waiting for? The only one we're allowed to be our true self in front of. Hey, buddy. My Gerudo drawers are soaked, and yes, they are riding up my ass crack. How could you tell? Alright, where are we visiting next? In our whirlwind tour of Hyrule. Are we done? I forgot to grab durians and bananas. So let's do that next. Oh yeah, we're going to be... Well, we're going to be slaughtering lizard boys, but we're also at the point where they're not really a threat, so I don't really have to worry about what weapons or having the Berserker set equipped, I should say. So that's no problem. That's no problem at all. Some shock arrows will teach them a fucking thing or two. Warp meat over there. Imagine that. It's raining here at the tower. Luckily, the tower has a bit of a roof, which means we could advance time to an age when it isn't raining all the day, all the livelong day. A post-Miyamoto era, we call it. And there's a bladed rhino beetle nearby. Everything's coming up, Elf Boy. It's over there. Of course. You crowd are just dancing around having the best time. No idea the Elf Boy death headed your way. Hardy durians. Remember, every hardy durian is a full heal if we cook it by itself. So we only need a couple of them. In the meanwhile, point me towards that beetle that I gotta have. Gotta wanna need to have a beetle jangles. You crowd causing me the most misery and woe. Son, we turned them into lightning choo-choo jelly with our thunder rod. Oop. Oop. Am I right on top of it? Why are you having such a hard time detecting? Am I above it? Am I below it? The Sheikah sensor needs like a topography setting. Alright, it claims to be in the direction I'm currently heading. Is there anything below me? Trebek. Play your games. Trebek. There he is. Yes, good. Good. No, how was I supposed to climb up there and get him? Like, what are you doing, Miyamoto? You're killing me. Let's preemptively get stealthy pajamas on. See if that don't make this a little bit easier. Since Miyamoto's going to cheat, we shouldn't have to creep around if we've got Elf Boy pajamas on. Just run in another direction until it appears. Okay, here we go. Are you on this tree? No. Are you on this tree? No, the damn thing's vanished. Penultimate episode, and I'm still terrible at using the Sheikah sensor to actually find things that I want. The more things change, the more they stay the same, son. Look, there's one of them dragons. What likes to fly around the air and entice me with its juicy dragon parts. Alright. Bananas like to grow at the top of plateaus, I've learned. So let's get a hold of a few. Mid-stride up the mountain, I'm going to switch to climbing gear. Hardee's Durian. The new Durian Thick Burger from Hardee's. I don't really need all these durians, but they're in my field of view. It wouldn't be proper Breath of the Wild if I wasn't grabbing everything that entered my field of view. I mean, I could change my Sheikah sensor to bananas, but it might summon the ghost of Guy Fieri, and I'm not prepared to deal with him just yet. Did you guys hear a cow? Lizard boys. Lizard boy. And he's got some lightning choo-choos there hanging out with him. Who am I to disturb their peaceful picnic? Hey, you. You want to get hit with my lightning balls? Didn't think so. A banana-rich environment is how I would describe the top of this plateau. Bluff? Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I know you're in there. Guess what else is in there? Electricity. I didn't even have to aim. A white lizardfish, she said. Oh, yeah. I know just how to murder one of them. How did you know? How did you know? Choo-choo, I ain't got time for this. I'm just going to beat him with the rod itself. That's how little I respect him. I've sent some of these down to meet you ahead of time. Okay, looks like this crowd needs proper killing. What are we going to use? I forgot I had this fucking meteor rod. I've just brought all kinds of elemental hell to the jungle. Hell spell jungle. Hey you, I didn't forget about you, don't worry. You get to catch some elf boy hell too. You think your crowd would learn at some point, but they refuse to. Even for Farash the dragon flying by had nothing to say to them in their final moments. A lot of fire arrows. Bye, Farash. Have fun in Dragon Heaven. I'd meet him there, but I plan to go to Dragoon Heaven. You're like, are you doing that by living a virtuous, honorable Dragoon life? I'm like, oh no, it's the name of a establishment downtown. I bought a lifetime pass. There were regular arrows there that I could have took. But it don't really matter none. It don't really matter. There's a lot of bananas up here, by the way. If you were going to encounter Guy Fieri in this playthrough, this is where he'd be. How hard would it be to mod an NPC into the game that looks like Guy Fieri and put him at this location? Hell, in Tears of the Kingdom, he might already be here. Okay, buddy. I'm getting the most use out of this meteor rod. Do I still have the thunderstorm rod too? I can just switch between them at my leisure. He's tanking that shit, boys. Sorry, my rod needs to recharge. Do you have a thunder rod charger, a Type-C cable nearby? I'm just trying to use the damn thing up. There we go. Now I can start burning you to death. Like you deserve. Yeah, pick up that spear. That'll make a difference. That'll save you. It's like when George ordered that one slice of pizza and grape soda from that pizza place that had the Frogger machine. Oh no! I burned up these bananas. We're going to summon Dark Fieri for this transgression. It's the price I pay for my hubris of slatting around that meteor rod. Playing Elf Boy God with the meteor rod. Well, that's a nice weapon to have. Let's open this barrel the only way I know how. With fiery hail. When you have a meteor rod, every problem looks like a burnable surface, as they say. Well, look at you! Surprising me. The M. Night Shyamalan twist. Oh, hey. How you doing? You look fucking bad off, buddy. Times are tough up here for this little Korok boy. Alright. You know I want to know what's in those treasure chests, and then I think we'll be done. I think we'll finally go back to our house. Treasure chest 1 contained 5 ice arrows. Treasure chest 2 contained a topaz. Treasure chest 3 contained a royal shield. It's a very, like, 3 very distinct treasures we managed to obtain. Alright. This thing's probably about to lose its durability, so let's just drop it. Same thing with this. If we're going to do an amiibo Christmas later, we can probably get rid of some of these too, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Warp me home tonight. Or today, excuse me. Okie dokie. See if they got any arrows for sale right quick. Hey. Nope, just some more of these cool orange mushrooms that I love. Although they have bomb arrows. Did you get these from Rito Town? There's a lady there that makes them real special. Love in every explosion, son. Old-fashioned Rito bomb arrows. Whenever I go to the Rito Cracker Barrel, I order a basket of them for the table. Alright, we got a little bit of dying to do before we start living at the end of the game. First and foremost, where are they at? Put this on. This on, I got a plan. Yes, die. Elf boy, welcome to die. Alright, first and foremost, I need to turn this shit purple. With some amaranths and swift violets and hell, a rushroom. Alright, we don't need to watch this cutscene the first time because we're going to die a second item. Spoilers. Neat. Enjoy this while you can. This brief moment that I have this outfit on will be known as the Cyborg Purple Saga. Very short. But in the meantime, get this shit off of me. We got one more item to die. One more time. All right. If you remember, there was one final color we were going to take this tunic to, boys. The Crimson Tunic Saga. A razor shroom. A shard of Dinral's horn. A Chickaloo tree nut. Goron spice. And a tireless frog. These things will be what dyes my tunic tonight. Got a little black tunic there in my voice. Right at the end. Neat. We can't go up there marching in our short pants, though, so if we were to put on some purple pants, maybe a tiara, maybe a master sword, maybe a healing shield. There you go, boys. The Crimson Tunic. You knew it had to happen eventually, son. You never thought the playthrough would end until you were in the kitchen one day washing dishes and you couldn't see the TV, where you and your wife were watching TMVA Breath of the Wild. And you're like, what's he doing now, honey? Could be Henry and Margaret. What's he doing now, Margaret? He's dyeing his tunic, Henry. Gee whiz, dragging this shit out. What color? Crimson. And then from the kitchen, she just heard a glass get dropped in the floor and broke. And he came running in the room. He's like, Crimson? No, that can't be right. He said the Crimson Tunic would be the final tunic. No. No! And you just go run off into the dark night of the woods out the back door. All right, boys, we're over 3 hours recording this penultimate episode. So I'm going to go to bed for the final time. And when we wake up, it just might be the finale. I told you kids to prepare yourself for it, son. Alright, of course, to go to bed for the finale, first we strip asshole naked. Remember, we wanted to try out our new lobster pajamas. So get me a nice pair of shorts. Actually, get me some berserker pants. Where is my lobster pajamas? There they are. Oh, they give you heat resistance. I guess that makes sense. Neat, son. It can't be beat. Only one thing would throw this together. Make this outfit an ensemble. There we go, boys. All right, I'm going to bed. I'll see y'all in the next one.